Alright. Been playing Zabanya mostly in Shuffle, just because it has everything it needs to win, but you have to be consistently hitting everything. It has very few big swing tools outside of its super. It's got a good Garobi, but 200 damage opposed to some suits I could pick that have up to 300 damage options. The biggest annoyance with Zabanya is accidentally getting the multi-lock CSA, and Shuffle's been really bad for that, because if you're not in Shuffle and you're not in lag, you can land to let go of the multi-lock and then repress the A button to center the target back on the target you want. Also, managing using the shield in Shuffle is pretty fun, whether or not you give it to your partner because they're getting absolutely feasted on, or using it for yourself because you know the opponents want to take a lot of pot shots at you. Well, not even pot shots, you can avoid pot shots just fine if they actually want to come and fight you. But primarily you want to put it on yourself, I feel, because then you get to control the match by running directly into people and looking for CSA opportunities. It's hard for me to find the clips I want because I've played 250 matches or so over the last week with this suit and Shuffle, so I just tried to grab a bunch that weren't total stomps one way or the other. And that one was still pretty much double 3k problems. I bursted to get Prototype's attention, and then Death Scythe managed to just run right in and do their job. Managing your funnels, so I need to watch more footage to know if there's any situations I want to be really using the neutral funnels set. But predominantly I think you just want to use the sides. The side funnels. They hit omnidirectionally. They don't stagger immediately, so sometimes they slip out of the stagger, and that makes things pretty dicey. But usually match starts, I throw out 2 sets of those. See, they got a lot of hits in, but they didn't stagger. You can actually see how much damage they did. About a BR's worth. Destiny comes in directly at me. Gets knocked down by their partner. I'm looking to escape the corner. Floating around, waiting for an opportunity to put shield on. Oh, I end up giving it to my partner. And then I end up knocking him down. Was ready for that Garobi attempt. Oh, the out-of-angle main on Zabanya is also incredible. It corrects way better than almost every other tool he has. So using that to get people off you, opposed to on-angle main, is actually sometimes beneficial. Instead of getting out in front, I should have gotten behind him to line up the vector, but it didn't really matter. Some matchups, you kind of want to hold on to your fast falls because you might need them for self-defense. Also, canceling CSAs repeatedly to look for the exact landing timing if they keep feigning it is also really hard to do in lag. So I could definitely be picking a more beneficial Shuffle suit, but I want to play a Shuffle suit that keeps me on point. You're mostly poking around looking for CSA opportunities, playing generally slow or just backing up your partner. If you're forced to front, you're going to be going a little closer, and you'll be looking for CSA opportunities to either vector them with it or get a close range landing punish. But it's kind of dangerous depending on the suit, and sometimes you just would rather be kiting them around because they're going to come to you anyway. You have to make a lot of judgment calls like that. And then once your AC's up, you want to try to find an opportunity to use it, because it is incredibly hard to avoid. And then once that's been used, your shield lets you run up and start looking for either forcing a close range landing punish while they can't deal with you because your shield's on, or getting a close range CSA or a vector snipe. Shield saved me from getting punished by those missiles. I'm trying to force a hit, but I just could not get it to line up. So that was sloppy, but that'll happen. There's a good example of just how good the back turn main is at hitting people off you. It just corrects way better. And then you only need one more shot to finish the knockdown. I think Zabanya might have the weakest snipe. Nah, it'll probably be the same as Dynamis. It also curves more than Dynamis does, so that's both on. It's true on 2 levels. I didn't keep moving horizontally enough, and they're both shooting burst for some reason. Well, Gunnerzaka being shooting burst is normal. Axia is not. But I wasn't ready for the increased guidance. It's really just a very rhythmic suit. When funnels are up, you go look to use force movement with those, and then you use it to either look for a main confirm, a CSA confirm, or use your AC like I did just there. But I've been enjoying it a lot. Just because it's been forcing me to stay on my toes. I feel like if I had to pick a suit that would be like, oh, this is my best shuffle suit, it would probably be something like X1. And then I fail to get rid of the multi-lock. It's so brutal. Because I wanted to have a CSA ready. Because you have to use CSA to get melee suits off you, and it feels so bad. But I managed to kite him around until my shield's up. So I'm able to comfortably snipe him off me. Go for a greedy AC. I'm going to quickly learn to not do that against Bale. Because guess what? I just took about 400 damage. Yeah, 350 from that one mistake. And I don't think it's over. I'm still in the blender. Yep. So there you go. 550 from one mistake. You really gotta play safe against Bale. Like, I'm mostly using this match in part because it just shows how quickly you'll bleed. Fortunately, I did die first, which is probably the best thing that happened. Yeah, there's another... I was hoping my funnels would at least get a stagger so I could finish that Zunda, but it just didn't. Freedom was in burst, went for a greedy snipe, didn't line it up. I went for a greedy Garobi. Might as well be a snipe. Garobi's so fast. So, since they both died at the same time, I'm going, alright, hello Bale. What are you going to do about this at long range now? And that's why this suit, I think, is good in Shuffle. Just because you can reach from that far away to finish off low HP suits who might not have burst. So even if you don't have big damage to force the swings, you can at least do that. It's not as good as a 2.5k would be, but in terms of stability. That said, I wouldn't say like something like Keratin would be a good shuffle suit just because it has just because it's 2.5k. Like, anti-approaching that guy, it might have even been better. So, like, all those BRs were wasted. There's no way those were gonna hit. And I need to get out of that habit when I'm against better players. I either need to make the call that I can afford to do back turn shot, or just keep boosting away and be ready to block. If I have no fast fall available, it's just really bad. See, now I just decided, okay, main failed me, so I'm just going to spam back turn shot when he gets close to me. That super was hopeful. I'm gonna die for it. That time the side funnel, or side melee. It's so weird calling that a melee. It's a side melee, the funnel set. Got above him so I could put the shield on and managed to take a landing. I thought red frame was occupied by Nobel, so I went for it, but Nobel was backing off, which is fine. I was worried about red frame. But here's the saddest thing, is I just barely fail at punishing the super and then die for it. It feels so bad. Drifted just a little too far away. And then the last match is just a game I had with Beta Dude where we basically crushed it. So enjoy this. I'm signing off for now. See ya.